Let's do it. Ready?
Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome to the Dig Your Dream podcast, the official podcast show of The Guy in the Tie. I'm your host, Ray Digmi, and this is your daily dose for Monday, December 9th. That's right, my daily dose. The small segment of the show where I try my very best to pass along some quick, cool content with the hopes of leaving you both inspired and motivated to get out there and chase your dreams. Well, today, as you can see, I have a very, very, very special guest, my wife, Nicole. And today is Monday, December 9th. Babe, what's today? What were we doing a year ago today?
A year ago today, we were about to get married.
That's right. We got married a year ago today. So that makes today our anniversary. So babe, happy 1 year anniversary.
Miss is always right.
Yeah, trust me. Miss is always right here. Anyway,
That's true.
we thought it would be cool to get our daily dose up and out there as soon as possible today because we're going to try our very best to spend some quality time with ourselves because it is our anniversary, our first anniversary, and I think it's a pretty special day. And we got a couple of things on the agenda today, right?
Yes.
We're actually going to we're going to the doctor's office to see how Stella Rose is doing. For those of you who have been following us, we're going to be parents in just a few weeks. Stella Rose should be showing up, knock on wood, God willing, in the middle to end of January.
Yep.
So it's crazy to think that a year ago today, we exchanged our vows and became Mr. and Mrs. And in just a few weeks, we're going to become mom and dad. Pretty crazy. So anyway, listen, we don't want to bore you with our little corny love story, but we do want to pass along a message for today's daily dose. And here is the message. Trust the timing of your life. That's right. Trust the timing of your life. There was a very wise woman who once told me that. She expressed to me, she said, listen, Ray, just trust the timing of your life. Do you know who that wise woman was who told me that?
I think it was your wife.
Oh, yeah.
Me.
It was her. That's right. On our very first date, when we were out to dinner, just getting to know each other, I was expressing some, feelings of disappointment or concern that I thought that I wasn't at certain places in my life by a certain age, that I felt like I was behind schedule, that I felt like so many other people were accomplishing or doing things by a certain time in their life as compared to me, who was kind of way behind schedule, at least in my eyes back then. And she said to me, Ray, trust the timing of your life. And that phrase, this girl, changed my life forever. You see, from that moment on, I started to realize that we're not all on the same schedule. We're not all going to graduate college at the same time. We're not always going to buy a house by the same age. We're not always going to get married and have children by the same time in our lives. For that matter, all of our stories are different, and our schedules, for sure, are way different. So ever since she told me about that, trust the timing of your life phrase, I've looked at life a lot differently. I mean, listen, we just got married a year ago, and I'm finally going to be a dad. There are a lot of guys out there that become parents way before me, and there'll even be some people out there, some guys out there that become fathers long after my age. So the point of today's story is this. Trust the timing of your life. Regardless of where you are, regardless of what age you are, there's still time because it's your time.
Exactly.
What do you think about that?
I think the person who said that's a very wise woman. You know, she knows what she's talking about. But it's really true. It's so true. You know, we all have our different stories. We all have different paths that we're following in life. And I'm a firm believer in fate. I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. And, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, you have to wait for certain things to happen in your life, but every decision that you make, every path that you take, it leads you to where you are today. And just because you don't have a house yet, or just because you're not married yet, just because you don't have a kid yet, doesn't mean that you're not on track. You're doing your thing, you're following your path, and things are gonna happen when they're supposed to happen. Now, you should go after what you want, obviously, but, you know, sometimes that's, you know, it doesn't mean you have to go after the house, go after the guy, go after the girl right away. You know, there are other things that you wanna focus on, maybe your career, maybe traveling and things like that. And every decision you make leads you to where you should be.
Now you guys can tell why I fell in love with her, right? Amazing. So listen, I want to give you an example of this phrase that Nicole said to me on our first date. Trust the timing of your life. One of the things that I thought that I was super behind schedule with was becoming a father. Now, of course, that's not completely up to your control. You got to fall in love with the right person. It's got to align right. Everything's got to work in your favor. But I was kind of a little discouraged that, you know, when I first met Nicole, I didn't have a family. I wasn't a dad yet, and it was always something that I wanted to be. So for all you guys that know me well, you know how stoked I am to become a dad here in the next few weeks. But here's my example. That was one of my biggest concerns, that I was like so far behind schedule of becoming a father. But look at what just happened in the last year since Nicole and I got married. My sister Amelia had her baby boy, Crawford Michael. My brother and his wife Jamie just had their daughter, Leah Patricia. All within like 3 or 4 months, and here comes Stella Rose. Who would have thought that years ago, when I felt behind schedule of becoming a parent or falling in love and get married, that when I finally did find the one, when I finally did find out that I was going to be a dad, my brother and sister would be becoming parents too. So that means that these little tykes are going to grow up together, roughly around the same age. The timing couldn't have been better.
Exactly.
So as you can see, trust the timing of your life. It may not look like you're on schedule, but you're right on schedule for you.
Exactly. Yeah, it was perfect.
Perfect?
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's pretty much what I've been saying too. You know, we all got married around kind of the same time as well. You know, it's just how it was supposed to happen. And when I met you, that's when everything like kind of fell into place in my life too, with my career and knowing what I wanted in my life. Yeah. The concept is pretty simple, but I know when you're in that situation and you feel like you're behind schedule, it feels tough and you feel like you're in a tough place. But it really is a simple concept. Just got to do what you got to do. Try to make the right decisions. Sometimes we make decisions that, set us back a little bit. But, just got to trust yourself at the end of the day. That's really it,
Trust yourself and trust the timing of your life. So on this Monday, December 9th, our anniversary, a day that will always mean so much to me. And I just want to warn you guys, I apologize for any, pictures or social media posts that I post today, because it's all going to be about our wedding last year. Real quick.
Which is beautiful.
How sick was our wedding last year?
It was awesome.
Was it awesome?
It was so awesome. And the best thing about it all is that I didn't stress about it once. That's great advice for anyone who's about to get married or planning a wedding. Don't stress out. It's going to work out.
Don't stress out. It's going to work out.
It's going to be a beautiful day.
Yes, that's a great message.
Honestly,
don't stress
just
out.
Gotta stay positive and just be happy. And everything's going to fall into place. Trust me.
Yeah. This was great. I think we should have her on the show more often, right? All right, guys, listen. This is a special day for us. You can see that we're kind of happy and giddy and we're having our coffee. So, babe, here's to you. Here's to us. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary,
I love you.
babe. I love you.
I love coffee.
I love coffee, too.
All right, guys. So, listen, that was your daily dose. Remember, trust the timing of your life. If you don't think you're at a place where you want it to be by a certain age, listen, there's a reason. Yes. Keep doing your thing. Keep moving forward. And here's one last thing I'm going to share with you about trust the timing of your life. As you continue to move forward, as you continue to stay positive, always smile. When you walk in a room, smile, always. Because there may be someone who is across the room who smiles back at you that just may change your life. Kind of like she did for me. Anyway, guys, that was your daily dose for Monday, December 9th, our anniversary.
Our anniversary.
So like I always say, whether it's 1, 100, 1,000, or a million of you that end up watching or listening to this podcast, just know you are the one reason we love to do this every single day. Now, until tomorrow, you know what you have to do. Get out there, tip your cap, and dig your dream.